This is the reason Iran says its nuclear program needs 20% enriched uranium to keep its first nuclear reactor working. The center of the 5-megawatt reactor does all the work. Its source is a number of chemical elements which scientists here call a fuel assembly. Before it came into use in 2009, Iran had to import 20% enriched uranium from Argentina.
This reactor originally used 90% fuel in the past, produced by an American company. Then it was realized reactors like this could work with 20% fuel as well. So they changed all reactors in a way to use 20% fuel, including our reactor, in 1993.
But since Iran began producing its own uranium, rival powers have objected. They're concerned with that technology reaching those higher grades of enriched uranium above 90% would mean being able to produce a nuclear weapon would be achievable. During this tightly supervised visit, officials repeatedly state Iran's government is only interested in nuclear energy and not arms. Several nuclear scientists have been assassinated, and employees here hide their identity for safety. The higher quality chemical elements, or isotopes, Iran says it needs are made here. They've arrived through an underground tunnel from the main reactor.
Radioisotopes are produced here in these cells. When they are sent back from the reactor, it is cut in cell number 1 and sent to the other cells according to the type of radioisotope, and the process continues there. In some cases, we have to extract the main material from the original material.
The isotopes then come here for further purification. They are all then packed in special containers and sent to medical facilities in Iran and to other countries. These radioactive isotopes can be used to detect blood clots and to treat and kill cancer cells. And officials here say they're used to treat more than 1 million patients in Iran each year. The International Atomic Energy Organization regularly visits this site and says Iran has been complying with the 2015 nuclear deal agreed with 6 world powers until now. It stopped after the United States withdrew from the agreement last year and imposed additional sanctions on Iran. Officials here say the European signatories have yet to uphold their commitments and say that's why Iran is scaling back on its obligations. But there's another reason too. This reactor was built in the late 1960s, but the nuclear agreement that was signed in Vienna 4 years ago means that its improvements were put on hold. Now its future could very well determine whether Iran stays in the 2015 agreement. A future...
All praise to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Lakakadash, the Bohana to the elder and apostle of the mission who do well. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the Akim who pushing these truths to the four winds of the heaven. So in this little impromptu, I want to talk about the CARMANIAN. We can call them the Persian. Present day is the Iranian. There is a talk going on whether if Iran will have nuclear weapon or not. Many people are talking this and that. Let's examine the scripture and see if Iran will have nuclear weapon or not. Or the scripture will go further to tell you not only Iran will have nuclear weapon, but they will nuke the land of America, man. I don't know how, but that's what the scripture says, man. This is the second Ezra that will start. This is the second Ezra 15:29. I want to do a quick hit here, man. Second Ezra 15 verse 29. Whereas the nation of the dragon of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and as a multitude of them shall be killed as a wind upon the earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Verse 30, that is my point. Verse 29, it was talking about the Arab, man, the Ishmaelite, man. They will come against the Babylon, man, the whole. They will come against Babylon, the whole. And the CARMANIAN or the Iranian will join them. And that's when the Ishmaelite will have an upper hand against the whole, man. Let's go to verse 30. Also the CARMANIAN, raging wrath, shall go forth as the wild boar of the wood, and with great power they shall come. What great power, man? What make you have power, man? Having advanced weapon, man. What is the advanced weapon which will make you have great power now? Nuclear weapon, man. Simple and clear. Let's continue and see. And with great power shall they come and join battle with them. With who? The Arabian, man. The dragon of the Arabian. And shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrian. What is the land of the Assyrian, man? Talking about America here, man. So what weapon will the Iranian be able to hit America with, man? Nuclear war, man. Yeah. You see? So there is so much talk going on about Iran, man. But the scripture tell you clearly, man. Let's continue. And then shall the dragon have the upper hand. When is the CARMANIAN or the Iranian join battle with the Ishmaelite, then the Ishmaelite will be winning that war, man. They will prevail against Babylon, man. And then shall the dragon have the upper hand, remembering their nature. What is the nature of the Ishmaelite, man? That wild nature. And the Ifus shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them. Who are this, man? The Arab versus with the CARMANIAN. The Arab and the CARMANIAN and the Russian and the Chinese will conspire together to persecute who? The American people, or the American army, or the Northern army, you can call it that, man. So all of these nations, man, will conspire against the whole, man. And they believe it because the scripture has said at the end of the day, the Iranians are going to acquire nuclear weapon. Let's go to Ezra here. This is Ezra 38:4, starting at verse 4. And I will turn thee back and put hook into thy jaw. He's talking about Gog and Magog. And I will bring thee forth all thy army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all thought of armor, even great company with buckler and shield, and all of them handling sword. So this weapon is mainly talking about a nuclear weapon, man. Who among the nations will be joined with Gog and Magog, Gomer, Meshach, and Tubal, with buckler and shield, and all kind of weapon, including nuclear weapon? Verse 6, the Persian, man. Who was the Persian, man? The CARMANIAN, the Iranian, man. Ethiopian Lib, with them, all of them with shield and helmet. I don't know about Ethiopia and Libya if they will have nuclear weapon. I don't know about that. I am talking about the Persian or the Iranian, because there is so much talk going on of whether the Iranian will have nuclear weapon or not, or they have, even if they don't have, but the scripture tells us when this war broke out, the Iranian will have nuclear weapon. We don't know if they have now or whatever, but expect the Iranian to shoot the whole with missiles, man. Whether they will acquire them from Russia or China or whatever, or they will make them themselves, I don't know about that. That's why the land of Israel will be cleansed with fire, man. What do you think that fire will come from? It will come from Iran, it will come from Russia, it will come from China. You see? So this was a quick hit about the CARMANIAN, man. People seem to forget about the CARMANIAN, man. The CARMANIAN and the Ishmaelite have a huge role to play on the coming war, man. The Ishmaelite will draw the Iranian will draw Russia and China. So the Ishmaelite and the Iranian have a huge role here, man. You see? So I want to make a quick point, man. I hope you brothers are edified. On to the next. Shalom.